Not sure if this is on or not now. Are we here? All right. I think we might be here. Are you guys seeing me now? Let me know in the comments if you guys are seeing me now. If so, I'm going to go close the door. But it appears to be working. Now I had to restart the computer. And there, all right. Okay, fantastic. All right, let me close the door. I'll be right back. So, what is up, guys? The intro that you guys missed was, hey, I'm Brad, and Susan is not here because she has COVID. And if you're following along in Instagram, then you may have seen this, but yes, Susan has COVID, and she apparently gave COVID to the computer too, because it's been up there with her, and she disinfected it, sent it down, and it was just not cooperating. So I restarted it, and it popped up. So here we are. Here we are. Oh man, I'm not even going to do the Builders Club because I'll give those guys and gals the proper limelight that they deserve, and not on this busted up live. So anyway, here's to being a single parent while your spouse has COVID. I have a whole appreciation for single parents now. And especially single parents who have like running a business, but even just a full-time job. It is not easy. And I've been doing okay, but obviously not that well. All right. Let's see who we have out here. And thank you guys for bearing with me as I was on the struggle bus there. But we are here now. And in a quick update on Susan, she's doing fine. She got COVID. She actually on our last live last Sunday, and if you see me going anywhere near my eyes, please yell at me in the comments to stop touching my eyes. She started getting symptoms, and then on Monday she tested positive, and then she's been in quarantine ever since, up in our bedroom. And so all the kids and I all tested negative, and so we are okay. And we tested a couple times. We tested the same time she did, and then we tested again 5 days later. So actually yesterday on Christmas. And none of us have it, amazingly, because she was even drinking my beer on the live last Sunday, and we're sleeping right next to each other for at least a couple nights when she had it, and whatever. I guess apparently we both got the same vaccine the same day. Who knows? But she's doing okay. She's just tired, and I think she was going to join here, but I don't know if she knows how to, honestly. She's just tired, and she's recovering up there, and she misses it. She actually sat on the stairs and watched us open the presents with her little mask on and everything. I kind of, honestly, I kind of wish we had all gotten it at the same time. We just could have been all sick together, but that is not what happened, unfortunately. So we're trying to keep our distance, and she's going to get out Wednesday. Tuesday would be the 10th day, I guess. So, all right, let's see who is in the chat. Pat, thank you for hanging around. I don't know if he's still here. He was there at the beginning. Travis, what's up, my man? James, we got Daniel Pikes, Ryan, what's up, Teresa, Brian Farns, what's up, dude? Alan, and who else we got? T-Hub in the house, what's up, my man? Lori Scott, and then Dennis Miko. How's it going, guys? How's it going? Thank you for joining us. How was everybody's Christmas? How are you guys? What happened? What's been going on for Christmas? Did you guys, for those who celebrate, and I don't know if all of you celebrate or not, but we definitely do. Our Christmas was great. I mean, other than the fact that Susan was locked up in a room, it was fun. I haven't been out of the house in I feel like forever, but it goes how it goes. Thank you for all the well wishes for Susan and for her getting better, and yeah, that'll be hopefully behind us here very shortly. Welcome to my show. Who knows how the beginning of that whole thing went? Yeah. So we'll see what's going on once, hopefully next Sunday you guys can ask her all about COVID. Oh, so on day 5 she lost her sense of smell. And day 6 she lost the taste, but not all taste, most taste. She's saying I think she can still taste sweet, but not salty and not savory, which that sounds horrible. Salty and savory, but she can still kind of taste sweet. So I don't know. I do not want any part of that. So, whatever. Hopefully she's doing okay though. But I mean, I know she's doing okay. I just talked to her. All right. Oh, Pat is still here. Thank you, Pat. I didn't think you would leave. Michael, how's it going? Michael Carroll and Christian Helms. What's up, guys? All right, so let's see here. Let's answer some questions. Throw some questions out here. What have you guys got? Susan's not here, so I'm gonna have to carry the live by myself. So help me out. Bail out some questions. No video this week. We actually have the video done. It's completely done and ready, but we're gonna launch it next Sunday because of this whole thing going on. I didn't want to launch it now and then be under the gun because Chris is off all next week, so that would put us under the gun for the following one. So we're going to space it 2 weeks from the last one. So next Sunday, that one will be out. It's going to be fun. It's a cool one. That's all I'll say. A little different than what we've done before, but kind of in the same realm. But I really like how the edit came out. All right, what else we got? Taylor, big 2022 projects on the docket. Yeah, man, I've been trying to plan out. Actually, this coming week is when I really want to spend the time really planning out the first quarter of 2022 and what we're going to be doing. I have some projects that are kind of on the docket right now, but I don't have them like all sorted necessarily. We have a few, and I think I kind of alluded to it in some of the Instagram posts. We have a few things that we want to do from, more of that like secret drawer, mechanism, kind of those cool techie, shticky, whatever you want to call it. Something that's just got a little more to it than just a standard woodworking project. So those are definitely going to be at the top of the list for me, just because I'm interested in that and I haven't done one. I look back and like the hidden drawer was like a year and a half ago. I was like, holy cow, that's been forever. And I didn't do any this year. In 2021, I didn't do any of those like secret project, like nothing that was like the one that was like kind of the techie was the floating shelves with the LEDs. That one was cool. It had some technology in it, but I want to get into more like you pull this and push that and do whatever and something happens. So we have this place. If you guys remember the TV I mounted over my fireplace, if you saw the video, there was like this opening back there, and so I've got some ideas churning on what I can do to kind of incorporate that into a really cool project. So we'll see how that goes. But that's probably the biggest one, Taylor. And then I'm putting my name down on the bench. I don't know what that means, but I'm I'm committing to making my workbench / assembly table to replace this guy that's here because the size is just not big enough. And I think I feel really good about where everything is and what's in the shop. And I really know how much space I can take with this bench now, and I'm gonna do it. So there you go. You guys heard it first. Ryan, exactly. All the bodily stenches now from me. Susan can't smell them, so I'm just gonna like go sweat my face off like at the gym, and then come back and eat a bunch of beans, and then she'll just be like, "Hey, what's up?" I'm like, "Nothing." Dennis, making 10 drawers using pocket holes. Awesome, dude. Yeah, I've gone back and forth, honestly, on how I do drawers, but that method that I showed in that video is a great one. And if you don't want, it all depends upon, honestly, when you're making drawers, there's like 2 main considerations, in my opinion. One being the look, how you want them to look, and the second being strength. And so, those will lie on top of each other. And like also like kind of what drawer hardware you're using. Because if you're using undermount drawer hardware, you can get away with a lot thinner bottom because it's being supported by the drawer slides versus side mount drawer extensions. You do want to be a little bit beefier on that bottom drawer. So, but I think the way that I do it as far as like gluing on the bottom, nailing it, and then routing the side chamfer on there. I really like that, and it's super strong. I've never had a drawer even come close to failing on me. Like, of all the different ways I've made drawers, which has probably been, at least three, four, actually four, maybe even like 5 different ways I've made drawers, because I've done a bunch of different things in some of these cabinets. I've never had one ever come close to failing. So I think that you can't go wrong with, as long as you're doing it the right way and making sure all your joints are tight, you should be good. There is Susan. There she is. The wife made it. All right. The popcorn tastes like cardboard. Last night, Susan was like, "Hey, can you bring me up some snacks?" And I was like, "Yeah, absolutely." And I had this bowl of popcorn for her that was like huge. I was like, she asked for a bowl of popcorn and some other things. And I was like, all right, I'm just going to load her up with popcorn. And I just like slammed the popcorn in there. And then like the next morning, like it's the worst. She's like, puts the tray out. We go up and get it. There's like 3/4 of the bowl was still there. And she's like, what fun is popcorn if you can't taste salty or savory? Like, just like chewing on peanut packaging peanuts. I did not get any. I didn't get any tools. Damn, check this out. So Susan got me. Check this out. Boom. It's for you, Drew Hall. So Drew, who he's not on the lives because he's not able to make them, but he always watches them on replay. And anyway, he's sent over several care packages of hot sauce, and the one hot Hoff's sauce. There's been a few of the Hoff's sauce that he's had, and I love them. I love the wake up call and the Hoff's sauce, and I love them. There's like 3 or 4 of them that I really love. I love all their stuff that they have, and so she got me a Hoff's sauce shirt, as well as some ghost pepper ketchup. So it's not like crazy. It's got ghost peppers in it, but it's like it's just like a spicy, but not like melt your face off ghost pepper spicy ketchup. And honey, we did try it. Cole tried it. It's spicy. It's spicy ketchup, but it's ketchup. So it's like it's not meant to be hot sauce. It's like spiced ketchup, but it's good. But no tools. And we haven't done that was like the only thing I got for Christmas, because it was just our family, and so I haven't done it with my parents yet, or my sister. But they don't typically buy me tools, honestly, because I'm like, don't buy me tools, it's a write-off. Lori got the Amana counter stick. That's awesome. And he got a Pica pencil. Fantastic. That's awesome. Those are both awesome tools. Taylor, what argument could I make for and against concrete countertops? Depends upon how you're doing them, Taylor. I think one of the biggest advantages is the price. I mean, they're super cheap to make. Especially if you compare that to a quartz. I don't know that you can get much cheaper than the cost of a concrete. And I'm talking a DIY. I'm itching my nose with my thing, not with my fingers. So from a cost perspective, I think that's the number one thing it's got going for it. I'm trying to think of other pros. It looks cool. I like the look of it, depending upon if you like the look of it. And you can, the other pros would be, like a one-piece installation, so you could pour it all at once and not have to worry about seams and things like that. Also, and you can pour in place, or you could pour and then put. So there's two different ways, obviously, you could do that. So the cons, I think there are a lot of cons to it, because the cons are crazy messy, especially if you're trying to pour in place. Brittle, right? So if you like ding a corner, like if you nail a corner with a box you're carrying through the kitchen or something, like a heavy duty box, not like a cardboard box, you could nick the corner, you could chip it out, and that would be very hard to replace and have it make it look good. If you're not pouring it in place, it's super heavy. And you'll need to use mesh or rebar in it to make sure that it is strong and doesn't crack, especially around the sink. Those would be the negatives, I think. And then I think it also would require a lot of sealing, because it's very porous. Concrete is very porous, and you'd have to really stay on top of it. Or alternatively, go for like a weathered look, and just kind of, because it is going to stain. We have a concrete top coffee table on the back deck, and it's got all, I mean, it's outdoor table, so, but it's got all kinds of crazy stains on it because, you know, it just soaks stuff up. And I haven't sealed it. I built it, I don't know, maybe 4 years ago, maybe 5 years ago, 4 years ago probably, and sealed it when I built it. I've not resealed it because it's just like, but it looks nice as an outdoor piece, but indoor kitchen, But I know a lot of people. I don't know, I'd ask Jason Hibbs. I'm sure you probably have seen his, if you're thinking about it. He did a pour in place that he did with a company. It wasn't necessarily DIY. I would be interested to hear his thoughts on how they're holding up. I've heard a lot of people, I've never seen them in person. Like, my nose is itching like crazy now that I don't want to touch my face. But, and Susan disinfected everything, but I'm still kind of weirded out. Scott, what's up, dude? What about dust collection? Will, what's up, dude? Dust collection for 2022, if that's what you're asking. Yes. I need to, so I do want to do, can you guys see this? Yeah, you can see this. I do want to replace this. I always leave this light on. I want to replace this guy with a DeWalt, I think, probably. And it'll be a little bit narrower. So just a little, how I kind of screwed this whole thing up is I built it for the size of this miter saw, which is the rigid, whatever, 10-inch fixed, 12-inch fixed, excuse me. It's very wide. It's like 24 and a half inches wide, I believe. And so I made it so that it would just fit like a 1/4 inch wider or something like that. That was a mistake. And the reason I had to do that was because of, at the far end of there, if you guys remember about the installation at all, there's a bump out that is kind of stopping this cabinet. So I have two 30-inch cabinets, so 60 inches of cabinets to the right of the saw, and two 30s and one 15, so 75 inches on this side. Obviously, I'm bound on this side by this other cabinet here, which is up against the stairs that go into the back door. And then I'm bound on that end by that little bump out. So because of what I was working with, I thought, oh, that'll work. And I even had to push that stuff further than I wanted it to be. But the point I'm making here is that there's no gap here. There's no gap in between to like just drop down so what I want to do is like drop it down and kind of make it come on the inside of these cabinets, but I can't do that easily. I mean, there's a million ways I could work around that, but that's the one reason I've not kind of really done that. And so I've been wanting to get a smaller miter saw from the base, and the DeWalt ones are smaller, so that way I can kind of put the hood on there. And then once I put the hood on there, then that'll be kind of the impetus to get me to kind of fix the whole dust collection wheel. So long answer to a short question, but there you go. That beer's tasting good tonight, man. Longer angle iron to widen the current bench and just require a new top, or does content creation sort of mandate a full? Yeah, T-Hub. No, for sure I'm making, because this is a bought bench anyway. So like I don't have a video on making a workbench. Those always perform very well. Not only in the video, but for the plan. I want to have a plan. I get asked so many times about, hey, do you have a workbench? Do you have an assembly table? And I'm like, nah, not really. And I'll give them, I'll tell them other people that have them, or I'll give them the outfeed table. So part of it absolutely is for me to be able to make content and make a plan that we can provide for people when they're asking for workbenches, because that happens very often. Travis, all projects on hold. And the extra time you're going to move into the new house. Oh, that's right. The new house. That's awesome, Travis. Have fun with that, man. You can start from fresh, and that's always a fun feeling. Hopefully you've, either done it in SketchUp, or at a minimum, the piece of paper with the graph paper and the little paper dolls. Actually, honestly, I kind of like that. Have any of you guys ever done that? It's really fun. It's to just like lay out your shop on a literal piece of paper. If you have graph paper, that's awesome. Like one square being a foot or 6 inches, probably 6 inches. Depending on how small your shop is, maybe 3 inches or 4 inches, but whatever. And having the actual layout of your shop, and then getting little paper dolls of the size of your tools, because like SketchUp is awesome and I use it obviously, but there's something about just being able to just like, and not have to go in and move and copy and rotate, and it's like locking here and not there. Just having a footprint of your shop and a footprint of your tools and just move them around. if you've never done that, I would highly suggest to do that, because it's such lightweight. There's no investment, right? I mean, in cutting all the stuff out, sure. But as far as like to rearrange something, you just, and like, oh, that is just like, you can make 10 different views in 5 minutes, and decide how you want them. Like, and that would take a lot longer in 3D modeling or most other software. So if you've not tried that, I would definitely recommend it. And you don't have to just get your major tools too. And obviously, it's just a rectangle, right? You're not like drawing the pieces of it, but like, okay, my table saw is 30 inches by 60 inches, and or probably more than that, but whatever they are. I think, actually, that's probably fairly accurate. That's kind of eye-opening if you've never done it, and I would highly suggest for you guys to do it. The zipper makes weird noises on the microphone. Nice. I'll have to go back and listen to that, Scott. Bandsaw jigs, James. Yeah, like a circle cutting jig and something for resawing. Those are two great ones. What else do I use on my bandsaw? That's about it. Circle cutting jig, and like the two jigs I use, I'll kind of rig things up if I need anything special. But those are the two that I have used the most that I can think of right now. Yeah, I'm going to go with that. Ryan got a rigid shop vac. Nice. Those are always good. The Ryobi snow thrower. Nice, Scott. Oh, California air compressor. Awesome, Travis. Those are super quiet, man. I've not had one personally, but I've seen tests and stuff online, and I just know the reputation is very high. Ryan, I know those DeWalt's, they do a very good job. Mm-hmm. Yeah, Pat, Mike over at Modustrial, he does a lot of concrete, and most of it is GFRC. Oh boy, my camera just died. Well, I just put a new battery on there. I'm still here, guys, so I'm just gonna grab a battery real fast. I mean, why would it not die? That would be my question, because of course it's gonna die. Like, everything else going on today, I would only expect that it would die. So let's see here, I'm gonna pop this back in, and it should turn right on. Oh, this is the life. Okay, and we're back. Jeez. Actually, I'm probably I'm definitely gonna call this one early, but not because the kids are still playing and stuff. Yeah, sorry. That's what happens, guys. It's like, well, once somebody in your house gets COVID, you're just toast. Everything goes south. I'm so glad though that the audio is disconnected from the video, because then I can be like, okay, it's black. I know it's black. I'm going to fix it. But Mike and GFRC, I think is what I was saying. Glass GFRC. Fiber, what? Glass fiber instead of fiberglass, which is weird. It seems like it should be FGRC. GFRC, glass fiber reinforced concrete, is what GFRC stands for. And you actually shoot that like out of a hopper. And it's a very different material, but it's way lighter, because you can, well, I don't know if the material is actually lighter, or if you can just pour it much thinner, and that's why it's lighter, because of all the reinforcement that's built into it. But that's what Mike uses a lot of, and I think it's fish stone, maybe something. I don't know. Whatever. Go to Mike's channel. He's got all the details there. But he's done some really cool things with it. Oh yeah. Will Susan got the Rona. She's upstairs. Hey Stan, how's it going, buddy? Taylor, I come, I go. You never know. You never know what's gonna happen. Let's see as we have. What was the coolest thing for the? Oh gosh. So the kids, I think that was part of the reason actually why when I logged on, it was like getting all wacky, because we added like just at least four new devices through Christmas to the Wi-Fi network, and I've got like how many devices? I want to know this from you guys, because I know probably a lot of you will know the number off the top of your head, because you like go into your router configuration. How many devices do you have in your house? Like, what's your client list, as it were? Ours is like, and I've got some other things going on, but that like networking and things. Ours is now, well, I think it was like 41. So now it should be like 45 or 46. Like, do you guys have that many things on your network? It's ludicrous. It's absolutely ludicrous. But anyway, we got two big things for the kids. And one I've been really enjoying. It was an Oculus Quest VR. It's awesome. I kind of held off on getting one for a long time. That is amazing. It is so cool. It is like, it's freaky though. And I can't do like motion stuff. Like I can do like I'm walking around and I'm controlling it, but like one of the kids got download this like roller coaster thing where it's like you're seated in the everything's going past you. I need to be the one controlling that. Like I'm walking and then my head's okay, but I'll get vertigo like super fast or the effects of vertigo. And so I was really scared that I wasn't gonna be able to do anything, but I was able to. It's like this like Beat Saber and like there's this one called Super Hot, which is crazy. People are like trying to attack you and you're like trying to like it's wild. I held off for a while and I'm a big fan. It's really cool. So that's probably the coolest one. That's probably the coolest thing that they got. They're really psyched about it. And we've played a lot of Oculus. As you can imagine, being quarantined, they can't play with their friends. So we've been doing a lot of Oculus the past 2 days. But yeah, if you've not tried one of those out, it's pretty cool. Lori is thinking about getting the 18-volt rigid brushless clean drive 18-gauge brad me nailer. They came out with a new one. I used the old one, so I've not used the new one, and I don't have any thoughts about it. The old one was huge. It was so huge. It was massive, and it worked fine. Like the performance was fine. I mean, it worked just like I would expect it to. So from that, I would get a thumbs up. From the size, I'm talking that thing was huge. I can't overstate how big that thing is. It was like, I don't know. I'm probably not doing it justice, but I mean, it just is heavy. It had this huge air cylinder on it. Definitely like that big. Yeah, would highly not recommend that. But the new one looks like they took that feedback. And like the Milwaukee one I have, it's got a smaller, so it must have a higher compression. It's got a smaller, piston and cylinder in there. So it's not like gigantic. But yeah, I've not used their new ones yet. 15, Dennis. You're not even trying, man. 15? Come on. Scott, close to fit. There you go, Scott. 50, yes. 26 different devices you think of off the top of your head. Yeah, we've got all the things, man. All the things, and it's like it's just so many. I've got a lot of things that I added. I've got a lot of light switches and outlets that are all Wi-Fi, so they all get their own IP address, and it's like just like clogs the network, So I think what happened when Susan went upstairs and she had her computer off for a little bit, and then the kids got new devices and turned those on, and like we linked up some I don't know if I didn't do that I think recently, but anyway, we had some like new electronic devices and outlet devices, and they're all grabbing IP addresses, and so because it's all on like automatic assignment, that sometimes it's like, oh, well, I used to have this one and now I'm getting a new one, and sometimes it messes with the electronics. And then you got to reset them and do all that good stuff. I don't know anything about it was the Oculus Quest 2. So I didn't see the original one, but yeah, I did see the original one. I think was like wired, and then this one, that's one of the coolest parts about it is it just looks like a big set of goggles. I mean, it's about that thick coming off the front of your face. So you look like a big fat goon when you're wearing them, of course. But I could do it right here in the shop. I could come in here. Ooh, dude, that would be awesome. I wonder if they have like a woodworking game. That'd be fun. And you could just like stick your hand in the table saw. You ever wonder what that was like? Just do it. Throw it in there. And have a run at it. Probably freak you out. Just like blood on your face. But yeah, you could do it anywhere that you have open space. So you don't have to plug it in. You don't have to have internet. You know, it's battery powered and Wi-Fi, just like everything good these days. So, yeah, it's a very cool present, and I've been enjoying it. So, I thought that might have been Susan. Been like, she's not coming anymore. She's probably sleeping. All right, guys. Well, I hope y'all all had a wonderful Christmas, and I hope that everybody's staying safe and healthy. There's so much Corona going around right now. It is, I think, lesser. Like, you know, I didn't get into all that because I don't know, but I mean, it seems like, you know, Susan it's like a really bad cold for her. So hopefully, if you know, if anything does run through, it's not, you know, hospitalization or anything like that. But man, I've had like a number of people I know now where it was like before we didn't hardly know anybody that had gotten it, but now so many people. So be careful out there. Mask up, you know, whatever. And like, you know, the vaccines ain't doing nothing because Susan was vaccinated. The guy I just talked to was like, yeah, I just got my booster like 5 weeks ago, and he just got it. So, you know, we'll see where all that goes. But stay safe out there, stay healthy, and we will see you guys next Sunday. And be looking out for the video that morning before we go live. It'll be a fun one. All right, guys. See you guys next week. And get out there, build something awesome. See you guys. That didn't work. I'm just going to have to stop it the old-fashioned way. See you guys.